Hi everyone, this is Dhanush Devang. From Panotech Media House, we welcome you all for the exclusive interviews. Today, we are here with Preeti Tripathi, who's a well-known sports person and a junior championship. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dhanush. Thank you for such a beautiful introduction.
Okay, we'll start the session. It's all about the questions. And the first question is here. Do you like sports from childhood? How does your family support it?
Dhanush, I will say that as a child, playing any sort of games was a fun for me, as
Okay.
every child liked to play. I never thought that I will take judo as a sports initially. When I just started, practicing judo, I was going just because my friends are doing it. But later, I developed the interest on it. And second part, that family support, yes, it's not that easy to convince parents. Having a girl child doing a martial art kind of sports, so there was like I may get hurt. That kind of feeling was there with them. But I truly blessed that when I got my first medal, they were so overwhelmed with that. They not even supported me, they encouraged me to continue my sports. I'm blessed on that.
That's really amazing to hear about your parents and their support, ma'am. And everyone has a different hobby. What different is you faced when you pursued this hobby?
I would say difficulties everybody has in their own journey. So it's not no different for me. Even I had my challenges, my difficulties. So there are like emotional difficulties were there, physical difficulties are there, and of course financial was there. So if I'll talk about emotional difficulties, yes, we are from an Indian family, so having a social function, family functions are there, and at the same time you have to go for a practice also. So you have to carry those burden that I'm not able to attend some ceremony, or I'm not going to attend some kind of practice. No, I'm going to miss my practice. These kind of, and there are so many emotional jugglings are always happening with me. Then we'll talk about physical difficulties. Yes, there was a physical difficulties. Yes, when you are doing extra from your routine, like sports is extra for me throughout my routine. Education is a priority in our family. If we say that coming from a lower middle class family, sports is a luxury kind of thing. It's not that parents pursue that, okay, you play sports. Education is must because you have to have a good career in future.
Every Indian thinks.
Every Indian thinks exactly. So for me, taking a sports was not that easy. That emotional trauma is always there with me. That you have to have good grades. You cannot compromise on your education for your sports. And sports need a lot of dedication, discipline, hard work. So at a time I used to get drained with physically. There's no stamina left, no energy left. And that time, if your parents is asking you to do something, I used to like, no, I don't have energy for those things now. So these are the challenges were there. If I talk about financial, yes, there was a big challenge. It was no, there's no budget for sports in family budget. When we talk, there is a budget for education, there's a budget for extra activities like family function and XYZ, but no budget is given for the sports. Really challenging. At times we have to go for tournaments, and the expenses are in own pockets. Then there are times when my kit is broken and I have to have a new kit. And I used to just find out my best relatives to support me on that. So there was a lot of challenges. I will say difficulties are there for everyone. I was no different for that.
Well, that's really an amazing thing. We have gone through all this emotional and physical things, ma'am. Every sports person would have gone through it, but you have gone a lot staying as a girl in the society. Well, ma'am, are you there? Well, it was really an amazing thing where you made your hobby the best part, and you have gone through all this emotional and physical things, and even the budget thing was a bright. It's a different thing for every Indian child to get sports in their career. This is an amazing thing to hear from you, ma'am. And one more thing I would like to ask you about is how do you stay fit in order to perform physical activities that are required in workspace?
Again, I will say that, of course, judo helped me a lot because I'm a sports person. So I need to have some kind of routine workout to be fit. And that fitness helped me to perform my workplace, to better perform in my workplace also. Like a lot of endurance, stamina, and physical activities required, physical strengthening training required for judo. So these practices, I always do these practices. So this helped me, or this complement in my workplace. My work profile is more of a field operation. So I have to meet a lot of clients. I'll be more on the field, going to sites, having meetings. I don't have a desk job where I'll just sit in the desk and I'll do my daily work. So yes, physical activities, I will say judo supported me a lot to be fit for my work.
Oh, that is a very good answer. You mentioned that judo has helped you stay fit, and this is you will tell to every Indian youth out there to stay fit. And well, I will
Yeah,
go for
fitness
the.
is sure, sure. Sorry for
Yeah,
the
it's okay,
interruption.
ma'am. No, it's fine, ma'am.
Which is, I wanted to add that even our new youth is more of a fitness freak, I would say.
Yes, ma'am. To be frank, and we'll go for the next question. As you all mentioned about the discipline, how did you plan your day?
Yeah, so planning is really important. So if I'll talk about my day plan, so my day is bit not sorted like it's clear that from 9 to 5 I have to do those things. It's more what I would say is uncertain. But yes, I manage my time well in advance. So I slot my time for the activities. Like if I have a meeting, I'll give that 3 hours. I'll be on meeting. So whatever meeting I have to do, I'll finish in that 3 or 4 hours slot. So I give a time slot for my everything. So for my workout, there's a time slot. For my office work, there's a time slot, and for family, I have a time slot. So planning is really important for me because I have many things to do in a day. So I give a slot for every activities. So I give a time slot morning 2 hours for my workout. Then my office work starts. So I'll be on work professionally. I give that time slot, and I for the evening, late evening part, I again give time for a family. So I divide my day in a way that nobody missed out, and I feel that I utilize my time effectively by doing this, and I'm more productive in my work.
That was still an amazing answer. So you making every youth out there to make a everyday plan for them to be executing. And I want to ask you, describe a time when you didn't meet a goal.
Okay. So of course, when you don't meet a goal, it's disappointing. You feel bad. You are low. So there are times when I go through this kind of feeling. But you know what? That sportsmen have that spirit. They just don't sit and cry on those things. So bounce back, do hard work, persistent, determined, and then come back in full fledged. So same thing with me also. That when I get disappointed with my performance or my work, I take a step back, I think about it, and then I work on it. Continue practice, practice, practice till I don't perfect those things. So that's how it is. But it's a bad feeling when you know that you are not meeting your goal. And there are different type of goals also. I must say that it's not that goal which you set for yourself, but there are goals which is defined for you by somebody else. Like your organization will define some goal for you. Your parents will be having some kind of goal for you. There are different kind of goals in life. So fulfilling everyone's expectation at times is tough.
I would surely agree with what you have said now, and you actually mentioned about that practice makes man perfect and even a woman perfect too. So this thing says that you have achieved, that is how the practice have kept you and make you goal oriented. That is really amazing, ma'am. And I also wanted to ask you about how have you become a successful manager?
Okay, so successful manager, if we'll talk about it, it's a big topic itself. There are a number of books in the market about how to become a successful manager, what you have to do, do's and don't become a successful manager. But if I'll say about me, then I feel that there are 3-4 points which you have to see to become a good manager or a successful manager. So one is, I feel, is your leadership and inspiring, how you inspire your team, that will make difference. Your relationship with your team, how you communicate the company goal to your team, and how you communicate team's expectation to the company, so that bridging that gap is something which is really required for a successful manager. If I'm able to do that, I feel I'm a successful manager.
Yes,
And
you
then of
are a
course your
successful
team has
manager.
to develop.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. But I'm saying that when your team is growing with you, now you feel that yes, you have done something good.
Yes, ma'am. You actually have been a successful manager. Without managing time, schedules, all these things, you wouldn't be a successful judo championship. I would really say that you are a successful manager. And ma'am, everybody has personalities. How would you handle a personality conflict with a client or a colleague?
Sindhush, I really want to understand your question first. So, what exactly you are saying when you are talking about personality conflicts with your client or a colleague?
Like about their opinions or something? Like you being a
Okay.
judo championship.
So, when I am in my professional work, I think I don't carry that baggage with me that I am a sports person and so. So, I am a just normal employee in the company who is subordinate with them or a colleague. So, and everybody has their own opinion about things. So, we just accept the opinion, though I don't many a times agree or disagree. We are just a professional there. So, it's never I see as a conflict situation with me. If I'll talk about client, yes, there are conflict situations when the client interest is different than a company's interest. But then professionally, I handle it in a mature way rather than getting into the argument or something.
Good ma'am, that's really amazing. By listening to this, I think that you are a down to earth person. Well, let's get back to the next question. What tricks have you found out to keep yourself focused?
Keeping myself focused,
Yes, ma'am.
simple trick. It's not that very difficult. You have to be disciplined,
Okay.
persistence on your thing. You have to have that routine. Meditation helps many a times to become a focused on your goal, and having a balanced diet. Food is really very important for us as a sports person, also as a working woman. Also, this food is something which give you energy. So if you manage these things, you can successful in anything.
For sure, ma'am. We will also start trying out to manage all these things. What is your greatest inspiration? Who has been your greatest inspiration?
So my greatest inspiration, if I'll say, is my mother. I think everyone's inspiration, first inspiration is mother only. But there's a reason behind it. My mother, she's a very simple woman, very kind-hearted, like coming from a native. She never went to school. She can't even speak English. Hindi is also normal, she speaks, not that fluent. But her flair of having an interaction with stranger is amazing. The language is never a barrier for her. She can talk to any person, though whether he understand, whether she understand or not, but that love and compassion is there in her communication, which drives her. So she is a superwoman for me. The way she is carried herself throughout her life, throughout her difficulties also, never ever I have seen her that she is like giving up on her things like I can't do this, this is not done, or disappointed. She was always an inspiration to me. I must say that she travels so much, and though she doesn't know many things, but she can travel entire world alone. I know that. I have that faith. She has. That's amazing for me. That's inspired me every day.
Yes, ma'am. Every mother is strong as is. Everyone's inspiration would be a mother. That would be another. But no one can do that. We'll go for the next question, ma'am. What motivates you most about your profession?
So when I talk about my profession, I work in Schindler India Private Limited, and we are into the elevator and escalator business. So here we are dealing with most of the time the corporates, builders, and with them having that negotiation and escalation handling, every day is a different for me. And that every day is a different makes me excited about my work, and that keeps motivating me. I feel that having interaction with every new person every day, and when you're able to sort it in a very successful manner, you feel great about it. And I feel that I get motivation from that.
That is really amazing. Interacting with new person every day is really cool. So you're having cool jobs on the both sides. And ma'am, how many hours do you work on average? What is your timetable of that professional life?
So if I say my hours, then it's very I don't define in hours, because at times it's go beyond 14 to 15 hours also. So if I'll say my 3 hours is fixed every day for my workout, and after that I have working hours, which sometimes 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, depends on the customer's timetable. Our schedule is more depend on client. So on an average 12 to 13 hours is every day.
Oh,
but you know what, women's never have that working hours. So when they are on duty, they are working. When they are off duty, they are working. So I feel that I'm always working.
Yes, yes. You guys are strong. I agree that point. And what is the part of your life experience you would erase if you had a chance to?
So I will say that I had a bad time, tough time, but it's not that terrible that I want to erase them, because every tough time give you some or the other lesson. There's always some learnings are there in your tough times. So I really don't want to erase any experience of my life, because they are my teachers. I got many learnings from this time.
Yes, ma'am. Every bad experience give you best teachers out there. You're always right. And everybody has satisfying moments in life. I want to know what has been your most satisfying moment in business.
So I'll tell you about this short, not story as such, but my experience. So I was into the sales business that time in Schindler, of course, and there's a very high profile client who wanted to buy a Schindler elevator, and I was handling that customer. So when I came to know about the customer, it was Sachin Tendulkar. So I was like, wow, I'm going to sell this elevator by anyways. So when I had that finalization meeting with Sachin, Anjali, and I closed that deal, I signed the contract with him. So I feel that's my most satisfying moment. As a spokesperson, I'm able to see a legend in front of me. He's talking to me. I think that's the moment I will never get in my life again as such. So that's my most satisfying moment in business.
Yes, we do have a small picture of that.
Yeah,
I guess you can
that's
see
amazing.
that.
That gives me a great feeling.
Yes, ma'am. This is the time where you met Sachin Tendulkar. I could see your happy faces around there. Okay, ma'am. Let's get back. And what business-related book has inspired you most?
I would say that I'm really not a book person. I am not into the books as such. I don't really get time to read books, but there are few books which I keep reading. So I've read that book multiple times. This Who Moved My Cheese is too funny to say that, but that's really a great lesson in that. So I feel like I'm not a book person, but I like one book, Who Moved My Cheese. I keep reading that book. Whenever I feel low, I go back to that book and I read.
Oh, we would recommend everyone to try that book. Even I'll start doing it from today. For
It's
sure.
amazing book. It's very small book. It's like a short story, like school time story book. This is amazing.
Oh, that was really amazing, ma'am. As a child, everybody wants to become something good when they grow up. What did you wanted to grow up as?
Childhood, I remember when I was small kid, I used to love being in kitchen and looking at my mother what she's cooking. And if she's not around at home, I used to cook some or the other thing and experimenting in the kitchen. So I used to feel that I want to be a chef, cooking delicious food all day and having with my brother. I used to dream that. No, when I was a child, I used to always think that I'll be chef, I'll cook food all day, morning to evening, and I'll have with my younger brother.
That is
So
really
that's funny.
amazing. I hope you're a best cook out too, mom.
Yeah, I love cooking as well.
That's good, mom. That's really amazing to hear about a multi-talented person. And if you need to start it all again tomorrow, you had one thing to add or subtract in your life. What would that be?
I will say this question as such: if I get a chance to go back and subtract, I don't know, but I really want to add something is that I would have done more practice. I would have done something more. I would have put some more hard work into it, and I would have played more tournaments and made my career in sports. I think I would have done that if ever I get a chance.
Sure, mom. I hope you get that chance back again. And everybody wants to be successful in their life, and everybody contributes 100% to it, and few don't. What is the factor that most contributed to your success?
Okay. So I will say that there are multiple contributors for my success. It's not one or two. So I'll say that it starts from blessings from everyone what I get, my coaches, my family, friends, everyone. Positive attitude, self-belief was the most important. And I must say that my organization, Schindler India Private Limited, they have supported me so much after after coming from my maternity leave and then wanted to start again for a judo. They supported me a lot. They have given me a flexi working. There are many supports I got from the company. So I will say that it's not one or two contributors. There are many contributors
That
for my
that
success.
that's amazing. You have a number of support. You have a number of sectors. Your office, your family, everyone supported you to the success which you have been standing today. We're all happy to have a judo championship in India, and you represented India. That's a very proud moment. That's really amazing to hear from you, ma'am.
Thank you.
The
Thank you
one,
so much, Tanush. It's
yes,
my
ma'am.
pleasure to be here and having a small chat with you. That's amazing. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you so much, ma'am. See you.